Let's get the vibe right. Welcome to the show. Bison Spotlight. Chip and B Smooth, bringing heat to your ears. He washing the mix, facing down all fears. From the court to the crowd where the legends are born. Howard University, we're breaking the norm. Bison Nation stands strong through thick and thin. Basketball vibes, it's more than a win. Every dribble, every shot, it's a story to tell. Ray of excellence, we ringing the bell. Chip Washington's the name, self-proclaimed fanatic. In the heart of the game, his passion's emphatic. Come on, let's ride with the Bison crew. Passion and pride in everything we do. Hoops and dreams, we're reaching for the stars. Bison Brothers Podcast is who we are. Come on, let's ride with the Bison crew. Passion and pride in everything we do. Hoops and dreams, we're reaching for the stars. Bison Brothers Podcast is who we are.
Welcome. Oh my goodness, to the Bison Brothers Basketball Podcast, your number one home for all things Bison basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Chip Washington, the self-appointed Bison basketball fanatic.
What's up, Bison family? This is your boy B Smooth, still the lover of all things Howard, the lover of all things basketball, and tonight, the lover of all things history. All things history.
And we even have
wow,
the one and only E Wash, you're live. It's
oh
live,
my God!
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most unscripted show, Bison Nation, because we are so full of joy and excitement. You can see Brian B Smooth is with a bunch of fans and parents and family. We got E Wash joining. We going live, Bison Nation. It is the full fan experience. Look at that.
I watched the game, extracted a tooth, and put an implant in at the same time.
Hey,
the question is, are they okay? Are they okay, E?
We'll find out tomorrow.
Bison Nation. Oh my goodness. If you are not aware, Bison Nation, we're going to put it on the stage here. We just won, the men, for the first time ever, just won an NCAA tournament game. Oh, we don't even know what to do, Bison Nation, but we had to come to you tonight to share this. Hey, Toy Lindsay is joining. He's saying, "Oh snap!" That's probably gonna be the reaction of everybody. Bison Nation. We want to welcome you to live show recap. We're gonna give you a little bit about Norfolk because we got to talk about that a little bit. The MEAC run that got us here. So I'll take this excitement down, and before we even go forward, we don't want to, just like the team did tonight, we don't want to get out of it. We heard Bryce Harris say at the press conference, don't do anything different that you've been doing. So Bison Nation,
I'm loving that.
Yes, Bison Nation, now more than ever, we continue to ask you to support these championship teams. You got the regular season MEAC champ, men and women.
That's right.
Champs, men and women. Support these teams. And you can do that. And we're gonna have a special announcement for you. Even as we give you the regular telling you to donate to the MEAC Society, supporting these championship teams. And you can do that by going to the MEACSociety.org. You can also donate to Bison Express Booster Club at hbison.com. And you can donate at fansake.com using the code MECA25. But Bison Nation, Bison Nation, on this live show, we want to tell you a special announcement.
Yeah.
Bison Nation, Bison Brothers Basketball Podcast is announcing. You're seeing it first right here. The Bison Brothers Basketball Podcast, Mecca Made 2026, 26K for 26 wins for the women's team, because Coach Ty Grace earned 26 wins this season, and she is the team is a 14 seed, and they're going to be playing.
That's right. Preach.
This Saturday in Columbus, Ohio. So, Bison Nation, on behalf of the Bison Brothers Basketball Podcast, we're spearheading this campaign to raise $26,000 for 26 wins for the women's team. And hey, Bison Nation,
I got on a date and was in DC 2 weeks later.
so let's get it done.
Ain't you?
No. So Bison Nation, we're gonna give you that banner just so you know. That's the link right there. Take a moment, screenshot it, let it resonate. I don't want it to go away too fast. That is the link for the Bison Brothers Mecca Made 2026 26K for 26 wins campaign. So we're gonna, there's the Howard Bear. I see you.
Bet out.
No matter if it's a live show or a recorded show,
it's gonna always be time to bear down. Always time to bear
always. Down. So Bison Nation, oh my God. Oh, like I said, we already know this is the People's Podcast of Bison Nation. We are coming to give you the regular Tuesday broadcast, but we're going live on this historic night. And we're going to talk a little bit about how we got here tonight. So when we were last before you, Bison Nation, we were heading to the MEAC tournament. And to set the stage, we had a game. The men had a game on Friday because Coppin State was disqualified. And so our first game was on Friday. Yes. And then the women played on Wednesday. So just to set the stage, we went on a run and a tear in the MEAC tournament. So
no doubt.
You know, fellas, let's just talk about, so Brian, if you got any comments on, we'll do it like this. The women's run. No need to go through each game because we definitely want to focus on, we're in the tournament now. So what did you think about the women's run in the tournament? Any thoughts from anybody?
I think the word that comes to mind, Chip and E-Wash, is focus. Every shoot around, every warm up, everybody looked focused, like they knew they had an unfinished mission. And so while they were happy to win the regular season, every day of the tournament, they were focused on what it took to win. I think the only thing that was interesting is that the pressure of knowing they had to win seemed to really only show up during the championship game against Norfolk State. So that game was uncharacteristically low scoring for us, but they had to fight. And I think because of that fight, it was more special. I did talk to Ty Grace after the win, and she said, "You know, Be Smooth, I love these winning moments." I said, "Especially when they're well earned." And she said, "You got that right. You got that right." So they're ready. I think seeing them become a 14 seed was almost as shocking as the win today, because in our mind, we had to get our mind right about them having to go face maybe the toughest team in the tournament. We were waiting on the seeding to be unfavorable because they had one loss on conference play, but their body of work spoke for itself. And
no doubt,
received the
highest, Be Smooth.
Received the highest tournament seeding we've had in history. It's absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, I love Norfolk. I even love beating Norfolk State. I think I may have told you that on a previous podcast episode. And Chip, I can't wait for you to tell them what happened with Coach Jones, because I was on suspension during some of that. But absolutely, the ladies are focused, and I think they're going to be focused in Columbus.
Yes. Eric, any thoughts on the ladies' run in the MEAC tournament?
Man, the thing, and this ain't no slight to no other player, man, but what pops in my mind, keeps popping in my mind, is Niall Miller, right?
Yes.
And because it embodies, it's easy to focus, to be Smooth's point, when the shots are falling, when everything is going smooth. I'm telling you, man, if y'all is, speaking of Norfolk State, and I got nothing but love for him, man. When I was in that press conference after they lost, one of the cool things was when I asked, and I forgot the coach's name, but when I asked him, and I did the whole spiel, this is Eric Washington from the Bison Brothers, and they was giving me some looks too, now. They was giving me some looks. Because it wasn't but a few of us in there, and I was on with a Howard shirt on, and but man, just to hear him talk about, because we talking about focus, right? Let me get my focus back. To hear him talk about like that moment, to piggyback on your overall theme, Chip, when they was having a little trouble getting the ball up court while Hennigan was out. And even though Edwards scored some critical moments, buckets in those moments, she was having a little trouble with that press, man. And he went on this, I don't know what to call it, like verbal odyssey. He was just like, well, the fact of the matter is, they out rebounded us. They, this. I mean, he was just going on and on with the superlatives, man. I was like, wow. All right, coach, I see you over there, man. So, y'all not the only ones seeing that focus,
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I told Chip about it. Maybe I didn't tell you. He started saying, well, yeah, when certain players are in, we do this. When this ain't working, we try to do that. He was just like giving up the game plan almost, but I think it speaks to exactly what you talk about, though, B. The focus, that they had, no matter what conditions they were playing under. So that I was just, oh man, I was just so impressed. I was so impressed with it, man. So impressed.
Wash, I wanted to tell you, man, I really appreciated you covering the press conferences the way you did, because we got a chance to learn about the insight behind the teams and what they wanted to do against us. And I was telling Chip that what was poetic was we got a chance to play Norfolk State to win the championship. They weren't the second seed, and the fact that they took care of business and got to the championship, that was cool for us to be able to beat the team that used to be the one that won all the time. I think you all call it the Evil Empire. I'm just going to call it Norfolk State.
Yeah. Well, truth be told, man, they did represent, man. They showed who they were, the way they kind of came back. Because the coach talked about how they struggled early and all that kind of thing. And truth be told, maybe it would have been as sweet if they hadn't beat them. Because you could hear the players talking about it, how sweet it was, for them to beat Norfolk State instead of some other opponent, So you could tell it meant something to them. And it meant something to Norfolk too, man.
Oh yeah. Definitely. You know what? There's no need for me to even. I think y'all covered everything that I would have said about the women's tourney run. So we'll switch it over to the men's tourney run. I think to do my best, be smooth impersonation to try to set the stage. There was some concern. We heard it from Bison Nation, right? Because we won the regular season championship, and I think it was 8 days between the last time we played to the first time we played in the tournament. And there was a lot of talk about, well, is that layoff going to be a hindrance to Howard? Because all these other teams will have had a day to play before Howard played on that Friday. So talk to me. Let's talk about the
Okay.
men's
I'm
run.
gonna do like Raekwon or Wu-Tang Clan. Can I say this one? Can I say this one?
Please go ahead, Ewok.
Please go ahead. What do you
Yo,
have on?
man, yo. So to me, man, the thing with the men was, you know, not only were they favored, in my humble opinion, they really brought to the fore everything Coach was talking about. Energy generating behavior, whatever. EG, isn't that right?
Yep.
EGBs, and to hear him talking about, at least in the MEAC tournament, and then it came up again in the NCAA's because somebody asked him that, he's like, we've been playing one game tournaments. I like, there it is again. He's pretty consistent, man. I even heard Krzyzewski. I don't know if y'all sent me that clip or I sent it to y'all. Krzyzewski was giving a little shout out. The first thing he said was, hey, don't lose your focus, man. Don't one at a time. It's like, okay, so not only must that not be the place, that must be the place where he got it from. He's self-actualizing it, man. It's like, hey, it works. you
Yeah.
know? So, man, they just they stood 10 toes down, in my opinion. And hey, I got to Cam.
Okay.
Cam.
Ewash, a humble admission. During tonight's game, I found myself singing "Old Cam" as well.
Yeah, baby. That's what's up.
Shout out to Teddy Riley and Guy. You got me.
No doubt, man. No doubt, man. But everybody stepped up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody stepped up. Even when I heard the announcers kept saying, man, he's keeping all these people in with 4 fouls. You know why it didn't bother me? Because we've been talking about this on the show all year. Substitution patterns that we may not have understood, but that showed you everybody was ready. Everybody was ready. Like I said, it might be inappropriate, but I definitely was doing some dentistry, so I couldn't watch the screen the whole time. But when I heard one announcer say, yeah, Okoji, he kept saying Okoji's name, and then when he brought Bryson in, it was like like boom, 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 did he hit a three? I was like, yep, not surprised at all.
Yeah.
Not
I think
surprised at all.
the only other thing I would add, Chip, for the Norfolk trip here was that they came in and they had to manufacture that intensity for 8 days. And when they got into the semifinal game, they probably had about 3 minutes of rest for not playing live competition, but they jumped out and they stuck to their game plan. And then the game on Saturday was a lot more competitive than I thought it might be. And I think it was more nerves. I think they showed up with more nerves because they knew what was at stake. But once they settled down, Cam is like you say, Ewash. Once we knew we needed to close the game, it was like, let's wrap this thing up. And so, talking to them after the game, they talk about how connected they feel as a team.
Yeah.
And that's not to be underestimated. I mean, shout out to the coaching staff, Nate James, Thomas Weaver, and the gang. We're really good about getting them prepared. But you can't make them be connected on the court. You can coach them up, but you can't make them be connected. So seeing that in the championship game, honestly, Chip, I thought based on how they performed and even how they sounded after the game, I knew tonight was possible. So it wasn't. Okay. I didn't come to Dayton hoping that we didn't embarrass ourselves on national TV. I didn't come thinking we weren't ready to play against UMBC. As I put in my post coming into town, I said we were happy to be here the first time. Now we expect to be here, and they played like they expected to be here. So
that's right.
They played like they expect to be in Norfolk, and they definitely brought it all the way to Dayton. This is so awesome, so awesome.
So now, before we leave Norfolk and go to the NCAA, we got a comment here that I think we should talk about just for some fun. We see Eric Grant said the NCAA gave the Bison brothers media passes. Do tell. So I would say with that, we got to tell the story, and we got to give a shout out to the MEAC. So earlier y'all know from the last show, we gave a rundown of all of the conferences that gave us media passes. We won't redo it here. Go back to the last episode and you'll see. But the one conference that did not give us media passes was the MEAC. But lo and behold, as we have been saying about this podcast, 2026 is showing out for the Bison Brothers Basketball Podcast, and none other than B Smooth. He's with family and friends and parents now, so we gotta keep him on mute. But I'll let you know, B Smooth got to the MEAC early. He got there, I believe, it was on a Wednesday, and on Wednesday we did not have media passes for the MEAC still. I was ready to throw flames, throw matches. What's going on here? But there's a reason why that man is called B Smooth. B Smooth went into the stadium, found the person responsible for the media credentials. He smoothed his way into talking to her, and lo and behold, Wednesday on the spot, the MEAC gave us all media credentials. So here to the MEAC. Thank you, because we're trying to tell the stories that need to be told.
I gotta give you a little pushback, Chip. I gotta give you a little pushback on what actually happened. What really happened was when he was in Durham, he activated B Smooth mode in Durham, and his media chakras lit all up. They lit up. And he been floating ever since. He been floating.
I leaned into that one. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
And so leading from there, now that we had the MEAC credentials, now we were moving up to the big boy stage. And lo and behold, we applied. And now y'all know, it was Sunday selection show. The NCAA does not give out media passes.
Wait a minute. It was Sunday selection show that was carried on Bison Brothers podcast.
Boom. There you go. Burying the lead. So go to the channel after you finish watching here, and you can watch the full broadcast of the selection show from your number one home for all things Bison basketball. So definitely do that, Bison Nation. So we applied for media credentials, and everybody was in a scramble because, we got two championship teams going, two different places. Two. But
not one.
Because 2026 is showing out, the NCAA gave us media credentials without any issue. We had a small little issue, but it wasn't a big issue. And so now, as we're going live, I'm sure Brian still has his. We're media.
Snap.
For the NCAA. And we're media no matter where Howard goes. So when Howard goes to Buffalo and beats Michigan, we'll be media there. And when we beat Michigan and wherever they go for Saturday, we'll be media there.
That's what's up.
Hey, and when we go to Columbus, we just got word that we're going to be media for the women's team run. So, hey, we're the media. So that is the story of how the NCAA gave us media passes. So,
I love it. I absolutely love it. I love it.
There we go.
I'm excited. I'm with a bunch of fans here, Chip. I want to make sure I let you all know I might have to leave the podcast right now. I just want to share that this has been nothing but a dream. A year ago, we said we would be traveling with the team, and we hoped that they would meet this type of mark in terms of making sure they're doing it. I'll tell you this, Coy. Chip tells a better story, but just know that I came face to face with Coach Jones in
Oh,
Norfolk, and we had a chance to ask him some questions, but more importantly, we had a moment of a personal exchange after the his loss in the press conference room. I'll let Chip tell it. Chip, I'm gonna tell you guys I need to eat something because I'm catching a flight to Buffalo tomorrow, and I want you guys to close this out strong. Thank you, Coy. Thank you, E. Grant. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all of our listeners. The party's not over, as
that's
Teddy
right.
Riley said. The party's not over. The party's not over. The party's not over. So
That's
y'all
what's
be
up.
good. I'm hanging out with some Bison fans here. We're here in Dayton trying to figure out how to get over to Buffalo as soon as possible. The
Hey,
party continues.
go ahead and show the fans one more time, just so Bison Nation can see.
I gotta
We
get a
got.
HU. Can I get a HU? It's the
Can we
HU.
get it, y'all?
No.
You know. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right. Catch you
Yeah.
later, man.
All
Y'all
right,
be
be
All
good.
right,
smooth.
man. So EWAS, I know you said you were doing your dentistry. How much of the game were you able to catch?
I would say, first of all, my patient lived. Everything went smooth with the procedure because what? I went to Howard University College of Dentistry, doggone it.
Yes.
And but real talk, man, I really wasn't able to watch. I mostly was listening, but I would catch a glance every once in a while, like if the patient wasn't, if I had to numb the patient or wait on something or an instrument or something like that. So I was listening more than I was watching, obviously.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Well,
But I felt like it still had me connected though,
yeah.
because like I said, I was definitely focused on my work. But when I heard, I'm like, I might hear the somebody calling the game say, "Oh, like I say, Travell Bison is in now for such and so and so," or what they gonna do now that they got all this foul trouble, or Cedric Taylor this, or Bryce Harris that, and da da da. I just, man, I guess the cool thing was hearing all the stuff we've been talking about all year come up in one game.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
even though CT3 was in foul trouble, he still had 16 points. He
Hey.
still showed out. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. So let me set the stage. So Bison Nation, we're burying the lead. Well, actually, hold on. You know what? We might have to tell the Coach Jones story later
yeah,
because
yeah.
there's so much love going on right now.
Yeah. No
So
doubt, man.
yeah,
No doubt.
yeah.
And matter of
So
fact, we
look,
can see. I'm glad you did that because it brings up another Howard graduate, if I'm not mistaken, Ralph Bunch. Right? And Ralph Bunch go to Howard.
I believe so.
Yeah. Diplomat. Lead lead with diplomacy.
Yes. So Bison
HU.
Nation, we're hiding the lead. It was history tonight.
No
The
question.
men won their first game, and for me, so as you can see, it was 86-83. I believe Vegas had the odds at UMBC winning by 1.5 points. So
Oh
as
yeah.
you
When
can
I saw
see,
the pregame was giving us zero love.
yes. But we know our team. Bison Nation,
Mm-hmm.
you know your team. And Osei Okoji had the game of his life. I'm just going with what he had. Let me look at this box score. 23 points on 9 of 15 from the field goal, 3 of 3 from the three-point line, 5 rebounds. Like he was a man possessed, and you could see in his eyes because the Bison were here last year, but we were injured. OC was injured. Bryce was injured. We lost in the play-in. It was a horrible, horrible outing for the Bison, but those boys came to play today. They didn't look like they were trying, even though it got close. UMBC is a very good team, so we
No
don't want to
doubt.
speak on how good they are. But these boys played to win. They didn't look scared like they were trying not to lose. And I know basketball aficionados know what that looks like.
Yeah.
And so just proud of this team. They showed heart. They showed composure.
Yes.
I mean, just super duper proud. And so we had to come on tonight because I know Bison Nation, I know there's parties going on everywhere
Yeah.
as people are heading out to Buffalo to get ready for Michigan. I haven't scouted Michigan yet, so I don't know what we're up against yet, but I'm sure we'll take a look. But KB had a game plan. They talked about it at the press conference, and Bryce said at the press conference, and Bison Nation, we're gonna give y'all some clips later because we haven't put it all together yet, but there were some powerful statements made at the press conference from Bryce and the Koji about the culture, about what they're doing, where we're headed. And so we can't wait to show that to you. But just know that your Bison presented themselves well on the national stage. No we doubt. Even had, so, you know, we got a chance backstage to hang with I'm going to say the game MVP because the young man had the game of his life. And, you know, the team spent a little bit of time with Charles Barkley. We got a chance to hang a little bit with Charles Barkley, and he gave love to Howard and the podcast. So, Bison Nation, really? Keep rocking with us. Keep rocking with us because Howard showed itself to be exemplary tonight, and we're just proud of what they did. Yes, Coy says, show the comments, very composed young men at the press conference.
That's right. Definitely. That's right.
Definitely. Truth and service and excellence was on display from these young men, and we're just super proud of them. And like I said, there was so much joy, so much enthusiasm, and I believe the fellas believe they can go to Buffalo and give Michigan a run for their money. So, okay, but so we got a comment. This is why we need Bison Nation. Coy said, Barkley said he's coming to a game next season.
Oh, that'll be so dope, man.
It will. It will. So,
hey, man, I got to give you some more flowers, man. Because to be sitting here and all them conversations about why not us, and you know what I mean, and the first conversation about doing the show in the first place, I just keep thinking about all that, man. And like you say, man, I really do love the MEAC. I really do love Norfolk State and the SIAC and the SWAC and all of that, man. And I just, man, it's just this a great moment for the culture, as they say, no doubt, man. Great moment for the culture, man.
No doubt,
so
no doubt. So hey, we want to bask in this moment. Didn't want to hold you too long. We wanted to give you the regular Tuesday output from this awesome day in history, in MEAC history, in Howard history. As you can see, my voice is a little scratchy because we've been yelling and screaming, and it's cold here in Dayton, but that's all right. Bison Nation, you were along for the ride, and the ride is still going. And don't forget about the ladies on Saturday. Matter of fact, Bison, whoever is listening right now, what do you think the chances are against Ohio State? As a 14 seed, I think we got a chance. I think we got to. I think to your point, just like we talked about with the MEAC.
I'm sorry, you just made me think about something else that they brought up on the broadcast. Maybe you heard it already, and it goes back to the men's situation. They were talking about how UMBC, I don't know, how was it 8 years ago, whatever it was, beat the first time a 16 beat a number one when they beat Virginia, right? And so they were talking about the irony of not only that, but because they were talking to Jalen Rose, and so they brought up a couple other little touchstones, and like, well, what coach Blakely on that Duke team that beat Michigan, and didn't UMBC, and then they talked about how Bryce, got hurt against UMBC.
Yeah. He brought that up at the press conference.
And so what I'm getting at is, I started thinking about all that, and I'm right back to, well, why not? We got elite. We got elite coaching.
Yes.
We got elite coaching. We battle tested.
Yeah. So Coy says for the women, we definitely have a chance. The ladies are deep, and Ari is shooting the lights out. I do agree. I do agree. Look, we're gonna try to talk to Destiny Howe, because even though I think they're playing in the WNIT, but she might have some wisdom on how they can beat Ohio State. So we'll see if we're gonna try hard, Vice Nation, see if we can get her to come on and give a few tips as to how the Bison can pull off a win against Ohio State in Columbus. So it's gonna be tough. But I think, like you said, they're battle tested. I think, I'm not going there with the fear.
Wozy, whoa. We done with the wozy, whoa.
That's right. That's right. So, hey, Bison Nation, we know it's getting late, so we're gonna wrap this up. But we thank you for joining.
That's right.
We look forward to seeing everybody cheeks and seats. If you're coming to Columbus, if you're going to Buffalo, take some pictures, send it to us. We'll tag you. And Bison Nation, we just enjoy having this ride with you. But before we go, we want to show you one more time the Bison Brothers Mecca Made 2026, 26,000 for 26 wins for the women's team and their amazing accomplishment tonight. That is the link that you can click on to donate to the Bison Brothers Mecca Made 26K for 26 wins for the women's team's name, image, and likeness collective. So please do that. Like I said, my challenge, let's see if we can get it done by Saturday. If we can, I think the win.
Anything is possible.
Hey, it's 2020. Anything is possible. I think the win and under their sales heading into Saturday would be tremendous if we hit that $26,000 goal before Saturday. So there it is, Bison Nation. I'm gonna take it down for now, but please spread the word about the campaign to raise money for the awesome women's team on the backs of this awesome historic win from the men. And so, Eric, we're going to end this live in the only way that you know how we do. That's on the Bison Brothers Basketball Podcast. And that is
You know.